na 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 Jordies. Tell me, mommy, ma, we won't be home for tea. We're going to Wembley. Tell me, mommy, ma. Woo! Let's go! The tune is here! The Magpies are here! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to celebrate. I got the Peroni on. I got the Peroni. It tastes definitely way better than that rubbish Foster, the Mighty Wind drinks. But it's unbelievable. Going down easy. Oh, my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Tell me, mommy, ma, we won't be home for tea. We're going to Wembley. Tell me, mommy, ma, yeah. Hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button. What a performance tonight by the Magpies. What a performance by Eddie Howe, showing that he has the capability of becoming an elite manager. What a lineup. Nobody expected what we saw tonight. Nobody, me, the chat, nobody thought Eddie was going to change, and he changed, and it worked. Every single player played great. Both the players played great, the manager coached great, the subs were great. The fans were great. What an atmosphere. What an atmosphere tonight at St. James's Park. Now that is proper football right there, man. Unbelievable. 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 Let me turn that damn TV off. Sorry about that. I'm excited. That damn TV is on. But I shut it off there. Assessments. Can we get an assessment on this game? We played. We were way better than them. Way better than them. You know, for a good part of the first half, it seemed like we were down 2-0. Like we had to go get the result. Arsenal, rubbish. And we made him rubbish. Alexander Isak didn't score today, but he deserves $350K a week because how he performs. I mean, what a man. What a striker. That first goal that didn't count. By the way, let's take a look at it real quick if it should have counted or not. Let's take a look at it real quick. I had a short look at it. Not a lot of replays, but man, what a strike. What a strike. You put him in that position and he's gonna knacker you, man. And in the first goal, they actually one that counted. What a left foot of Isak. Hits the post, and you have to give it to him. Murphy, that was not an easy shot at all. That was not an easy shot whatsoever. That was very tough. Very tough. And he put it in. Man. And the second goal, Gordon already warned them. Stop dribbling, trying to play from the back, man. He poked the ball once, he missed. He pokes the ball again, and it goes in. And the tune is back in Wembley for the second time not in a row, but the second time in Eddie Howe's term. We're going back to Wembley. You're going to have to start putting Eddie Howe now with some major names in the Mountain Rushmore if we should Americanize this thing of the tune legends as far as coaches is concerned. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Unbelievable performance. The tune are back. And let me get Gary in an unbelievable live match commentary as well with him and Tim. Thank you guys. You guys did great. Business, baby. We're in the we are in the final, man.
Well, Chris, I don't know whether you heard, but the lads were so happy about the result in the final. They're doing I'm not going to say it was an OnlyFans thing, but they are doing a GoFundMe page to get you and your lovely Betsy back over to England to the Wembley Towers. Well, obviously it's not the Towers anymore, but yes, come on.
Go to Wembley, man. They need to go to Wembley. But man, an unbelievable match. I mean, we didn't just get the advance. We didn't just advance. We played better than them. We killed them both games. This one here, to me, was the second best performance I've seen of Newcastle in my entire life. The first one, PSG, because of the what it meant, but this one here, it's got to be right up there. I mean, it was everybody played great. Trippier, I mean, Trippier was
Outstanding.
he put him in there to be a leader, and he certainly was the whole time. And actually, a great moment at the end when Bruno came off, the captaincy went to Trippier, and at the end of the game, they're greeting each other, they're saluting each other, and it happens to be Trippier with Bruno, give each other a hug. Trippier does what an old lion, when he surrenders to the young lion, he tries to give him the captain band back, and Bruno tells him, "You keep that, you keep that. Don't worry about it."
Well deserved, mate. Well
Well
deserved.
deserved, Trippier.
Just before we go any further, I did put it up while you were having your chat, mate. But Sam I, thank you so much for the $1.99, buddy.
Sam, yeah.
And I want to answer your question. No, I'll keep him. I'll keep Murphy.
Hell yeah, man. That is lovely, lovely, lovely. Let me see. Actually, hold on. I sent the link out there. You guys can join. Have your say. Say whatever you
absolutely.
want. Join and have your say. Right now, we're going to Wembley, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the link.
Just so we can have a chat about it before everybody comes on and gives an opinion. Mighty Mag put a request out about us doing a watch along with the Liverpool Spurs game tomorrow. Obviously, now we're in the final. It may be
something like that.
Yeah, maybe something we can work out. So watch this space, boys and girls.
Yeah, we'll probably do something like that. We need to see what happens. Hopefully, in my opinion, I hope the Tottenham go through. I would love that. Mr. Adrian Pickett, thank you so much, man. Howe, the fucking lads! Get in!
Get in! Absolutely. Come on.
Well, yeah, man. We were back in, man. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it because I thought, what are the chances of us going? I've never in my entire life, as a fan, I'm a younger lad, although I may look experienced, but I'm a younger lad. We never went to a final. We went one in 2022 with Eddie Howe, and I never thought that we were going to go back there so quick, so quick. Man, it's becoming a norm. Newcastle is a cup type team.
It is.
And we got the one and only. We got the one and only Mr. Roy Caviani. Roy,
we're going to
Wembley. Tell me,
ma.
Tell me, ma.
Woo, we won't be home for tea.
Are you flying over?
We going to Wembley. Tell me, mommy. Oh, man.
Oh, superb.
I've been
Absolutely
so
superb.
comfortable watching easy football against a shit team called
Oh,
Arsenal.
man. We made them shit, though. We made them shit.
Oh, absolutely, we did.
They cannot compete with us, man.
I mean, when you look at how they must have felt beating Man City as easy as they did, their confidence is grow. You know what I mean? They must have thought they were going to beat us tonight. They never expected to have the white wall, the black and white wall. It was superb football.
Hell yeah, man.
I must admit, just like everybody else, I thought when I saw the lineup, I thought, oh shit, Eddie's going to park the bus here. But it wasn't really, was it? It was.
No.
It was a tactical genius, mate.
It was a tactical masterclass.
Eddie
It was. Yeah, no, it was a tactical masterclass by Eddie. He knew exactly what he was doing. You know, the way he put a line of five basically, and with Shar, Botman, Byrne, Hull, and Trippier. And then I didn't know how that was going to work. I think from what I've heard of coaches, when you're not used to it and just go into a line of five, it might not be as easy as people think it is to make that transition. But man, but Newcastle just knew exactly what to do since minute one. I don't think anybody underperformed at all tonight. Peter, welcome, man. How's it going?
Guys,
You're delighted.
flawless, absolutely flawless. Honestly,
Man.
yeah,
And
loving it. Loving it.
Unbelievable, man. Great. Your brother did a great job with the live match. Now you're here with us. Benjamin says we didn't just. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Says we didn't just win; we broke their entire spirit. Perhaps it was one final amazing performance by Trips. Maybe obviously he's well. We got the final though. Who knows? He was
Yeah.
class today. Amazing from all 11. Totally different team than last weekend. What you can definitely say now that the lads were their minds were on this game when they played against Fulham, wasn't it? I mean, this was crazy, man. It's
Yeah,
great.
it was chalk and cheese, mate.
When Newcastle play like that under Eddie Howe and he gets them up for like that, we are a nightmare for any team when they're like that. It's just the intensity they showed was just so good to see. But they kept their heads as well. So like Trippier is probably the perfect example of that. Like he was getting stuck in. He was kind of playing on the edge a little bit, but he was keeping his cool because of his experience. I think kind of seen him, got him through that. Kind of seen him through that match, and yeah, I mean the defiance was there for all to see. You could see how defiant from minute one. They were like, you know what, we're going to win this, and we've got the 2-0 lead, and you're rocking up here, Arsenal, thinking you're going to get the early goal and make it nervy and all that, and you could see that the players were thinking like, nah, we're not going to let that happen. Thank you very much. And also that offside goal, that could have like deflated them a bit. I think a lot of teams might have got deflated from not being, ruled out, thinking, oh, bloody hell, like, because watching that live, you think like, perfect, 3-0. But then the fact that they just kind of thought, okay, we'll just get back into it, switch on again. And that goal, the first one from Murphy was just, to be honest, it was unbelievable. The fact that it was like a high ball like that, again, it's another 90s goal against Arsenal. Yeah. Direct. Well, 1-2.
It was a bit of a 90s game.
It was.
Not a lot of fun around with the ball. It was very, very direct. In Newcastle, when you give them a space, because yesterday we were saying for the preview, we need to be careful if we give Arsenal space because they got players that can be quick. But on the other hand, we are the same way. If you give us space, we got fast, lethal players, man, and that's what happened today. I mean, an unbelievable. Alexander Isak didn't score, but I said he deserves every bit of whatever he gets.
Random baggers.
He was outstanding tonight, mate. Isak, he led that line superb, and like I said, for me, the tactical difference was the fact that now Gordon gets close to Isak when we break, and if you look at the reverse round the corner ball that was disallowed, the goal from Isak, superb vision from Gordon. Didn't have to think twice. He'd already caught Isak's run, and it was one ball. He did the same for Tonali's goal the other day. That new role of Gordon, I think, for me, is playing dividends. Yes, it's going to take a while for us to get completely used to it, but now we are starting to support Isak, and the way Isak comes in. And again today, I've been one of the lads critical of Isak being not strong enough with his back to the opposition's goal and holding onto the ball. He showed that today. He gave Gabriel and what's his name? It's gone out of my head.
Saliba.
Anyway, Saliba.
Saliba.
Yeah. He gave them two an absolute nightmare. They didn't know whether to go tight again or stay off him. They were all over the place. And, from the start, I said their tactic was very much like ours. Long ball over the top from Raya and fight for everything that drops on the final third. We beat them for everything. Every time we did the same to them, they looked dodgy. And every time Raya gambled and tried to short, we were on them. Gordon was pressing. Isak was pressing. And like I said, I love the first goal. And the shape of that ball from Isak's shot with his left foot, he had beaten Raya all ends up. I mean, it was a banana. It was phenomenal, the amount of shape he got on that ball. And he was so unlucky. But you know what? You've got to give credit where credit's due. He was in the right place. He hit the target, didn't get the goal. But again, Murphy on the back stick. Again, difficult position. Ball was behind him to a degree. He had to hook it back and it coming off the post. A little bit of luck, I suppose, because just before then, if you remember, Odegaard hit the post from their only real open chance throughout the 90 minutes.
Yeah, but since the beginning, it looked like Newcastle were down with 2-0. I mean, to me, it wasn't. It didn't seem like Arsenal were coming out of the gate, trying to get a goal at least.
Nah.
And I thought, as I said yesterday, whoever gets the first goal, it's over. And although they had to score, if they scored the first goal, I think that will give them a momentum that we didn't want. Maybe it would quiet the ground, something that we didn't want. But at the end of the day, we scored, and that was it, man. That was it. I agree with you, Peter. Though, if that canceled goal could have brought us down, but it certainly didn't.
If ever you get the opportunity, I've just been, while you was talking, sorry, I didn't want to be rude, but I've just been listening to Bruno. He's having a bit of a chat on Sky, and they said, are you going to the Quayside tonight? And he started laughing, and he says, no, it's going to be packed type of thing, and I need to recover. But they are bubbling, and to be fair, the smile on Bruno's face, if you get the chance, have a listen to it. Superb.
Yeah. Shout out to World of Warcraft Noob. It sends a super sticker, so thank you, man. Appreciate that. Josh says, now get in there. Now we wait patiently. So tomorrow is going to be a big one. Liverpool, Tottenham. I do expect Liverpool to go through, but you never know. I hope for a Tottenham matchup. Tiger Studios is also in the building. Tiger, how's it going?
How's it going, lads? Tell me, Bob.
There we go.
I won't be home for tea.
All right, lads, listen, I'm happy we're in the final. We got to be fair, I was nervous.
I bloody hope so.
Arsenal, I was shocked from Arsenal's game plan. I thought they were going to come at us but they didn't have any chances. So we made them look like Southampton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trippier. Oh, I want to say something about Trippier. Yeah, he rolled back the years today. He captain performance. He knew what it meant for the fans. The big occasion. He stepped up. Botman. He's just class, world class. He needs to start for the rest of the season now. Isak again. How many times can I praise this guy? He needs the new contract. Please. Mitchell, PF, give him the contract. We can't lose this guy. Murphy, well done, mate. You get all the stick every season. Well done. It's your time to shine. I'm happy. I'll give him his props today. He outsmarted Arteta for the third time this season. Well done. And look, we go to the final, and I'm not trying to be negative here, but we need to go win the final now.
Well, exactly, yeah.
So
that's what it is.
We can be excited to be in the final. Let's celebrate, but let's go win it now, because if we don't win it, it means nothing. These two games meant nothing. So let's just go win it.
Yeah, and Eddie's going to do everything. I'm pretty sure to do that, and hopefully it is against Tottenham. Hopefully, the weaker of the two. But Roy, we didn't really get your take, man. What do you think about the game?
Well, I'll start with the lineup in the beginning. I have to hold my hands up and say I thought they got it wrong. It felt like he's going to surrender and park the bus from the beginning. After 3 minutes, I thought, nope, that is not the case here. And we battered them basically. I think against play City next week, don't we? The league. Go with the same formation, same as not keep Joe Linton on the bench. I was wrong. Eddie got it spot on. He does have a plan B, so
he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Who knew?
Shut us all up, man.
Nice. Exactly.
Including me and Tiger.
Trust him.
Listen, I'm not howling after this result. Yeah, listen, I've got my expectations, but you can't be saying he's got a plan B after one game. You know what I mean? We've been saying for how many times this season he doesn't have a plan. That's why he got it spot on today. So,
but I don't think it's an appropriate game to batter Eddie Howe. You got to give him his props tonight. So
just listened to a little bit while I was listening to you guys in the background. Eddie Howe's again just come out for an interview. He started this tactic on Monday.
Well, so there you go. So he practiced. That's what I was saying. It's not an easy tactic to just go from 4 men in the back to just 5 out of the blue.
I was a little bit worried when SofaScore was putting Dan Burn at left back, I must admit.
I would have been worried as well. So, no, I thought I thought it just went flawless. I mean, I don't know how to put it in words. I mean, it's,
we destroyed them. I think I've seen a comment before there saying how we just totally obliterated their spirit. It's spot on. They did. They just blew them away. 50-50, second balls. Newcastle, first to it every time. And yes, Eddie Howe, he's outsmarted Arteta again and again. And you've got to think as well, it's easy for us to kind of, as fans, think, oh, you should do this, you should do that. We need to play this formation, that formation. But like, it is easy to say that when you kind of like removed from, you're a supporter and you're not in there, you're not in the dugout. Obviously we're not professional managers, but like he's under that pressure to make those decisions, and it's I just think he's we've had our frustrations over like this season a little bit with some of the decisions, and obviously like Tiger says, we've got to go and win it, but
that's right.
But I just think like it's not to be underestimated just how brilliant it is when he gets them up for it like he does, Eddie Howe, and when he kind of outsmarts, like I say, Arteta, and it's brilliant to see, and he's the best manager we've had in a long, long time.
Well, some may say he's the greatest. I mean, because other than Joe Harvey, I don't think anybody else has gotten us to multiple finals. So I mean, listen, I wouldn't.
I think Keegan is number one just because how he kind of brought the club up from divisions, But yeah, I know what you mean. He's well up there.
I mean, it has to be at this point, and I do agree. It's gonna. We have to go out there and win it. I don't think. I mean, I did see a couple of faces, not faces, comments going through saying that the young things won't feel like this, but us over 50, we're emotional about this because of the draws that they've endured. So that's fair enough. But at the end of the day, most fans are going to be not happy to just making it to the final and losing it. So I think we're going to, obviously, it's time for a trophy for Newcastle United. That's for certain.
It's been far too long.
It's been far too long. Boki now is in the building as well from Newcastle upon Tyne. Proper Jody. Boki, how's it going, mate?
Really good, mate. How are you?
I'm doing great. We missed you. So now you're hiding. Now you're back. And when things are good, everybody shows their faces, man.
I won't do any singing the night. Gary and Tim's commentary was great tonight. I've got to say that firstly. It was.
Thank you, buddy.
Really good. Do you know, me and you discussed this, Gary, that going to that back three, which especially with the full-backs we've got, do you think it's something he'll do moving forward? He will now start to change formation once in a while.
I mean, like I said, you saw today, for me, I love the wing-back system. I love the fluidity of it. And I was trying to explain to people you have cover in every position if everybody isn't static. And that is the beauty of having, three at the back, like you say, with our youngsters left and right. And like I said, Tripper definitely through the years back tonight, as a lot of people have been saying in the chat. He was a possessed player today. I don't know whether. I mean, I hope it's not his Terrar, because if he can play like that and support that right-sided position, I tell you something now. It'll be Tino who struggles to get into the side. But I agree with you, mate. I like the setup of that formation for a while now, because it allows us to go a little bit narrower and support up top. And as you saw today, there was a less gap between Isak, who has been isolated for most games of the season. There was a lot of chances where Gordon and Isak were linking up beautifully together. Murphy kept the width of the park, if you like. But going forward, the only thing that concerns me is now we've lost Kelly, we don't have a lot of support if anybody gets injured in that centre-back situation. We've only got Kraft who can fill in. And you have to question, have we got enough in depth now going forward to keep all of our three main centre-backs on the pitch for the rest of the season?
Well, the thing is that you don't have an option. Well, I mean, Kraft, who did a decent job, to be fair, but that's one. And I mean, you would have to refer to a different formation if one is not fit or whatever. But who knows, man? He might have discovered something that is going to work. To be fair, this season for the most part, the 4-3-3 worked. It's just that when things get hot, the adjustment from Eddie wasn't there, but today, that's not the case. He got out the gates, ready for it. Let us go with some comments, shall we? And all right, let's see. Let's see what we got out here. New face here, Ian Proctor says all the dafties calling for Eddie to go look as stupid as Arteta. And shut up about the lack of signings, you clowns. Eddie is king. Get over it. Well, ain't nobody a clown here, but cheers, Ian. You're entitled to your opinion, man. You're entitled to your
Yeah,
opinion.
absolutely.
Kenny W. But this season, they all try to win it, playing stronger teams. David Knight, Arsenal need to stay humble. All my family are City fans. They are loving it. Let me go with more start comments here, though, because there's a lot of people coming in. Two Nuts says we battered the life out of them. We certainly did. We certainly did. As we welcome Steve, rock the tune as well. We'll see. We'll get to you in a minute, mate. Jen says best team won. Exactly. That's right. I cannot begin to describe how proud I am, says World Warcraft. Josh Toon, Army Philly. Josh, there it is. Says get in there. Now we wait patiently. Kenzie says Arsenal. You were saying Martinelli. Yeah. Well, listen, I would still probably pick Martinelli over Murphy, but it is what it is. Boki, you said Arsenal players cannot take a rocking at St. James's Park. They aren't used to playing in that atmosphere tonight, though, man. You got to give a round of applause to the fans because tonight it was there. I mean, unbelievable. Every tackle, everything. So shout out to the lads in the stadium. That's what I'm sure Amrit and Mighty Win are doing the post match comments from the fans coming out of St. James's Park. So stay tuned for that later on. We're gonna upload those. So stay tuned for those. Kieran Wood says, "What a result, especially while having Tiote's son as a mascot." Is that right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
I've
not
seen
know that. Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, great to see. Well, lads, I'm gonna shoot off. It's a short one for me tonight, but brilliant.
Cheers. Take
Brilliant.
care. Have a good one, man.
Cheers, just Chris, Gary, Tiger, Bogey,
Take care,
Steve.
mate.
Bye.
Take care,
mate.
All right, that was Peter right there. More comments. Sam A. I'm so happy Eddie wasn't reluctant to make a change. Respect. There you go. The pop images. I'd keep the same lineup for the rest of the season. Nobody will score past us. Well, defensively we did great. And can you attest that to the change of lineup? To change of formation rather. Maybe so. Maybe so. Mister, you can't hear us again? Oh, we got a new. We got
No.
which I don't understand this because he couldn't hear us on the transfer deadline, and then when
If you can hear us,
yes,
I've got to give me mum a ring. I'm off to Wembley.
tell me,
Hey,
we won't be home.
tell me, mommy, ma.
We won't be home, but we going to Wembley. Mommy, ma. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, rugby shows we have a tactically versatile squad too. We had 31% possession today, and it didn't feel like it at all. Yeah, but it's about what the opportunities you create, man. And I think that they created nout. Other than a few, I think one, right? I mean, we could probably look at the sofa score.
One ball hit the post. That's it.
I'm going to say, Odegaard was the only one. Sorry, my camera's just gone AWOL. I don't know what's happened, but I'll do it in a bit.
Yeah, no worries. Don Milburn, it's funny, we literally talked this morning, Gary, about playing wing backs.
Yeah.
There we go, playing wing backs. Let me see, is my audio okay? You guys...
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beer Viking, not many Arsenal fans in the chat now, unlike the pregame. I was watching or listening to the show as I was driving, and I guess there was a eruption of Arsenal fans coming in the chat, and well, they're not here. They're not here. Oh, sorry. Turning on my phone. I guess they're not here anymore. They're disappeared, the Gooners. That's a good
Like a
one.
bunch of fucking fannies.
Uh,
I'll tell you what was
oh
interesting.
yeah, go on,
Go on,
Buck,
Balky.
sorry.
All right, I'll tell you what was interesting, Gary, is the fact that towards the end of the game, you guys were actually talking more about comments and things like that. There wasn't so much, but you just obviously were commentating on the game, but there was no panic. There was no sort of massive push from Arsenal. We're sort of, it compared to other years when we've played big teams, we managed the game well.
Yeah,
But I think that's the thing I've been mentioning, managed a lot of the time now, because you take the poor performances like the Fulhams and the Bournemouth games, and you sometimes, doesn't matter what you do, and Eddie Howe has just said exactly that. There's certain games where for whatever reason it just doesn't work, it just doesn't go your way. And you're absolutely right, Balky. For me, when you look at what they put on second half, they took a lot of their players off. That just wasn't happening. They again, Calafiore, coming on for Timber to try and get a little bit more pace at the back to try and block our counter attack. Then you see what they brought on up front. Just again, a technical play with Jorginho, just to try and push the ball through the top. But again, for me, a side that's losing, very lackluster up top.
yeah.
And every time they tried it, I said Winieri, for me, is a bright young player. He always drops a shoulder, wants to beat a player. And he did it a couple of times. But again, because he was so tightly marked, he did get to the byline a couple of times. But his crossing was poor because he was under pressure. There was nothing relaxed about any of their play today. There was no time on the ball. Yes, they had lots of ball and lots of possession from 30 yards going into their half, but when it come to that danger zone, we quashed it, and it was the fight for that second ball that got me. Every long ball was contested, and the ball that dropped to the floor was also contested, and I absolutely love that football. For me, that is better than all of the technical skills that you can get when you fight for the ball because you make your own luck. And Newcastle, by hook or by crook, whatever people say, weren't the better side. I thought they made that game, and they made it for themselves to go ahead and score the 2 goals and win comfortably. 4-0 on aggregate, team.
All right, and Stephen, go on, mate. What do you think about the game?
Well, I think we frustrated Arsenal. We didn't play a massive attacking game. Our defence was just awesome. If we lost the ball, or not say I lost the ball, if Arsenal were coming at us, and if our first line didn't stop them, our second line definitely did. And it was just one of those games where I didn't feel scared. I didn't feel scared.
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
They just didn't seem to challenge the way I thought they would challenge today. I thought after the weekend.
Yes, yes.
Goals on us. Yeah, we can hear you, Win.
No, well, as long as you can hear me. Hey, happy clappers unite.
Hey,
where's the bed where I gone?
Oh, the bed.
Hello, sunshine. Hello, I'm here, mate.
I can hear what you're saying, Tiger. I'm hoping to get home mate, shortly, but
hey, I'm happy, mate.
Right at the minute, there was no taxis at the match, so I've had to get 2 buses. So I've got off one. I'm waiting for the second. I'll hopefully be back in about 10 minutes as a bus due. So I'll catch you when I get in. But how are the lads? Tell me, mommy, ma.
We're going to
Wembley.
Oh man. Cheer. Oh, you twat. I'm about to cheer you, man, and you run out. You daft. Anyways, continue.
Are you doing right? I'm seeing you well.
All right, mate.
Funnying around. That's what he's been. He's been funny around, but he's back now. He's certainly been back. He didn't get back to me when I said, "Can you show up tonight?" As far as the preview was concerned, but it's okay. When we win, things go well. Yeah. Things go well. People want to show up now. That's fine. Nibala, man. Nibala. So the win should be coming soon. Let me see, Nick. What is PMSL?
Piss myself laughing.
Oh, there you go. What the hell is that? Leland says, get in, up the tune, Mr. Lee. Shout out to you and Andy Bell as well. I'm sure
Lucky socks, man.
we're watching rugby. Time to focus on Birmingham match. Oh yeah, we do got. Oh, look at the lucky
Hey.
socks. That's the.
Match the top.
Listen, when you posted that on social media, I only saw one sock. I thought it was for your middleman. You know what I mean? I thought you were. Hey, there you go. I thought you'd got a cock sock waiting. I don't know what it was.
And I've got the NUFC trainers. Look.
Oh, look at them, man!
Right there, man. That's proper. And
bit of samba.
By the way, I just want to show people this. I want to say thank you to my man Jamie Smith. I got something in the mail, and I knew it said it was from England. I thought it was going to be a bomb, so I didn't open it. I just left it outside for a second, threw a rock at it, didn't blow up, and then so I opened it, and he got us the program for our first game against Wolves. It's a lovely program, obviously, and then also for the one for Bournemouth, and the one for Bournemouth, we lost against Bournemouth. So
Yeah, you can chuck that in the bin.
so why is Osula celebrating like that? Anyway, and then also he got us a refrigerator magnet with Eddie Howe's Black and White Army. There you go. So shout out to my man Jamie Smith. Love you, brother. And how the hell do I get out of this? There you go. So, anyways, thank you so much. That's great. And good memorabilia, man. Good memorabilia. When I'm gone, my kids will have this. They will say, why the hell my dad didn't leave us a house or something?
There's me
Well,
passport.
Yeah, you'll need that in a couple of weeks, mate.
Oh,
You're coming over.
You need that. That's right. That's right.
Who's gonna get me a ticket?
Listen, we're all going to go down there. It doesn't matter. We can go into the Geordie pub in London if we can't get tickets. It's going to be packed.
I need to
When's
do
the when is the final?
I need to do this because when the
March the 16th, isn't it?
Come on, do it.
When the channel opened, I used to have my. How the hell do I do this though, Roy? Well, I used to do it with my shirt, and people would, they would find it cool, but not with this on. Look at that.
It's Karate Kid.
Oh, that looked like karate. That looked like a karate. Yeah. Come on, man. More comments. Nick Giles says his win back on the Bruin. It certainly is, and so am I, baby. I got the American Bruin on a Propa schooner, as it should be, and it looks a lot gassier than it usually is, by the way. But okay. Tiger left because he's scared to face the music. Mr. Bokey, Bokey, you gotta get a camera, man.
Go get what? Sorry.
You gotta get a camera, man. We gotta see your face.
Oh, I'll get one for next time.
Look at that, man. Are you delighted? Are you you go out too much?
I don't go out in the town much. No, it's I'm a bit old for it now. I'm in my 40s, so a bit old for the town.
That ain't old, man.
Oh, it's old.
No, look at.
Oh my God!
Look at
What
that.
you don't realise is all
going well.
What you don't realise is if you go out how young people are.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
52. I'm downtown Saturday night.
Blackwater.
There we go. So Niall says masterclass by 80. Who knew he had another formation in his back pocket? Man, it took a year for him to use it, but he certainly used it. Tiger, are you there, man? You're running because win is coming. Come on, man. Don't run.
I'm not running. I'm waiting for him. Listen, I'm waiting. Do you know what it is? Because everyone, he's going to be the most overexcited. We won everything.
No,
so I'm ready to humble him as soon as he steps in.
No, you can't do that. Though. Not tonight. Not tonight.
Humble him. I thought you were going to hump him.
We in the finals, man. What else you want?
No, but no. I'll get we in the final, but he's gonna get overexcited. We won everything already. You know what I mean? You know how he gets.
What he's gonna do is say that everything in the past didn't happen and everything was great. So I do agree with you. But tonight, Eddie Howe did. To be honest, I mean, and you can question as well, why has it taken so long for him to, to be able to do this? Because it's not the first time around, but lads, we've been faced with adversity, or maybe games that we had to win, but he never changed. What was tonight? Do you think it just took him that long to learn that he can do this? That he can make an adjustment?
I think the J7 thing was the big call of the change.
Now we're getting into some business because it might not be him. It might just be that okay, I'm out of J7, but would he have done what he did tonight if J7 was available? That's
No, it would have been 4-3-3.
so there we go. It worked though. It worked.
I think we played better without J7 in the squad.
I said that before. I think J7 has been a
I
little
think this
bit.
formation today with the five at the back, I think it worked really well. Like,
Yeah, but was it five at
I
the
think
back?
he needs to
Because
go. I
if you
think, like
look,
I said,
I mean,
J7 needs to be on the bench. I don't think he should be starting now.
Well, I tell you what, like if you said that about Tonali, I would be like, you're nuts. He needs to play every time. But
Yeah.
with Joe Linton, I could agree on the fact that you might keep him in the bench because you got that quality now on the bench.
Yeah, but Chris, look when he made the subs when he brought Willock on, Longstaff, like especially Willock, he could bring Joe Linton on and he would make an impact straight away. Willock didn't give an impact. Longstaff, okay, he didn't have much time, but I think bringing J7 on the bench would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see what he does. In the final, he'll probably go back to 4-3-3. So,
well, he'll do that. But I mean, come on, man, no. Don't ask for fish and chips and a cheeseburger too, man. I mean, it's.
I think at the moment he'll just waiting to find out who we're going to be playing, and I suppose then he'll come up with his game plan for the final after that, because it all depends how he's going to play against Tottenham or Liverpool.
Yeah.
So, but he might have to come up with something he's never done before to frustrate the team he's going to play. So we've got to come up with something different, because they're going to, whoever we're going to play are going to be studying us like hell to try and get, their game plan.
What the hell?
We need to come up with something different, even if it means putting certain players in a different formation and then switching them back like a surprise. It's something that's got to be thing, because I think if we play Liverpool, it's going to be a harder game. Tottenham,
it's going to be. Well, I agree with that, but it's just going to be hard. It's going to be damn hard.
Tottenham will be hard as well. I don't like. It's going to be easy.
Nah, Tottenham, we're going to kill them, man. No worry about it.
Chris, don't say that, please. Don't say that.
We're going to knock at them birds, man. We're going to.
Well, how many times have we said this, Chris? Where we're going to beat them and then they beat us?
We beat them like a drum every week, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but cup final is different, man.
I think
cup final is different.
They haven't been in the cup final either. Go on, Bogey.
You play a different formation, whatever team you play, don't you? If it's Tottenham, then you can go foot to foot with them. We think we've got a better team. If it's Liverpool, then you have to be more like we were the night, a bit more defensive and sort of try to control the game and protect it. You can't go toe to toe with Liverpool because it's just not going to work for.
I've got a question. Sorry, does everyone here want Tottenham in the final? Does no one want Liverpool at all?
No,
I don't mind whoever.
See, with me, like I'd rather have Liverpool, because with Tottenham, yeah, it might be the easier game, but if we lose against Tottenham in the final, we're going to be the laughing stock of the whole Premier League, because they're bottle jobs, but we'll be like branded as the bottle jobs of the Premier League. That's the only reason why I don't want Spurs, because they'll do something against us. That's why I'd rather have Liverpool.
Yeah, I think to be the best, you've got to beat the best, haven't you?
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about. Yeah. You've got to beat the team in front of you.
I mean, you're right, but I'd rather have Tottenham.
Oh, 100%, I'd rather have Tottenham, but
I mean, because Liverpool, I'm not cool with that, man. I'm not playing with Liverpool, man. I'm not. I understand we got, it'd be nice if we beat them, but I just rather get the weakest link. Is my thought on that, But I mean, to be honest though, when it comes to one game, they're going to put their best. We're going to put our best. It's one game. Anything can happen. So the mindset now is going to be everything we do now is going to be about that final. I mean, and even one willingly or not, the players are going to be like thinking, man, that trophy right there. You know what I mean? They're going to be thinking about that, and we're going to play. I mean, you're going to play against City. That they need to be motivated, but ultimately they're going to be thinking about that final, man. I'm telling you. And you don't think that a player is going to be saying, man, if I break my leg, I'm out. I'm out, man. It's something to think about now, how Eddie manages that situation as well. it's going to be.
But we can't drop off from the league, Chris. You know what I mean?
We can't. Yeah.
So we need to focus on the league as well as, because we're not guaranteed to win the trophy. So we need to focus on the league as well.
But you still got time in the league, though. I mean, as long as you get results, decent
Bro,
results.
if February, if we lose them 3 games, we could be outside of Europe, league position wise. You know what I mean? So we still have
You're
to
right.
keep our A game.
It is a tough. It's a
Doesn't
tough
matter what game it
February.
is, man.
Yeah, it's a tough February, but it's like everything else. You can only play, the next game, and that's what Eddie Howe gets frustrated with, because sometimes he can't understand why we lose against Bournemouth, why we lose against Fulham, why we lost against Brighton, because you create enough within the game to get something out of the game, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way. So you're not always guaranteed to go out there and just say, we're going to get a win. Now, yes, there's going to be an excuse for the Fulham game because, people are saying they probably had one eye on tonight's game. But it just goes to show when they're playing up against the bigger sides, that they are involved a lot more in that game. And like I say, February, for me, is going to shape the rest of our season. Because like you quite rightly say, if we lose 3 games, we could drop out towards the 10 position. But if we get something from these 3 games, it certainly motivates us to go forward then into March, the cup final time. And it's going to be the games around the cup final that worry me more than the rest of these games, if I'm honest.
Yeah, and when is the final?
16th, isn't it?
16th
of March.
Yeah.
It'll be, yeah. I mean, that's why, though, we need to put everything into the league right now. I mean, we're going to play against Birmingham, but come on, man.
I'm working days, I am.
Sorry, sorry, Gary. I guess you're going to show what's going on here with that.
Yeah. So just for quickie sake, if you.
Oh, you there, Gary?
I can't hear him.
We don't hear you, Gary. I don't know if I think your mic might have went
I
down.
can hear him.
I can hear Gary.
I can.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot. Can you guys hear him?
I can't hear him.
Oh, he's offline. It looks like for me.
Yeah.
No, I can hear him.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Can you tell him to reboot? Because I already rebooted and I still can't hear him. Can you tell him to?
He's doing it.
He's going to jump out and come back in.
Can't see you, Chris, at the moment. Can't see you. We can hear you. We can't see you.
I can see Chris. He's.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Now I can see you.
Yeah, dang, what's going on here? So, all right, so we're gonna do men of the match. Men of the match, ladies and gents. So, Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0. Men of the match. So, I need some candidates real quick. Roy, let's start with you. What's your candidate for men of the match tonight?
For me, it's between Botman and Tonali. But I'll go with Tonali. He just made Rice and midfield look like bullshit stuff.
Exactly.
So I'll go with Tonali for me.
Always Tonali. What about you,
Tonali.
Mr. Boki? What's your man of the match?
I think Isaac. I think even though he didn't score, he led the line and held the ball up so well.
Exactly. Okay, Stephen?
Tonali.
Okay.
All day long.
Tiger, who's your man of the match?
Trippier.
Ooh.
No, that one. Yeah.
What about you, Gary?
Yeah, I'm going to give it Trippier as well. I just thought the way he supported Shaw constantly in his ear, telling him where to position-wise and everything else. I thought he had a captain's role tonight.
I'm going to go and say Gordon as well because I thought he was really good, although he didn't. Well, he does actually. He did score.
He did score, yeah.
But he was doing a lot, stealing those passes. Actually, that pass for the offside goal and then the actual pass for the goal. He both just contributed to those. And I thought that. I mean, I think Murphy's goal wasn't easy, but I thought that the play before that were more difficult, and that was Gordon, that was Isak. So I would just give it to Gordon myself. But Gordon, Trippier, Isak, and Tonali. So that is the poll. So please vote, and lads, remind me after when we're done, so we can put those. But I mean, you go on player by player. I don't think there was a weak link tonight for Newcastle United. Do you guys agree or what?
I think it was just everyone played 100%. I think just you can't really push and slag anyone off tonight at all. I think everyone who came on played with pride and frustrated Arsenal to a point where they were getting frustrated. They were trying to challenge for the ball. And I think that second goal finished them off. They knew it.
It was over then. It was over. I agree with you.
That Isak goal, though, was very tight, though. I thought the offside there was really,
I had to look
really good ball.
I wasn't happy with. I mean, I wanted to look at it more. I don't know.
Just needs to cut his toenails, mate, and it'd have been on. That's how close it was.
I think they need to look at the offside game because, to me, if the bodies are basically practically in line, how can that be offside?
Well, they go for
they should have that second line.
They go for the for it literally, but I mean there is no advantage. Yeah. There's no advantage. I mean he's not like no literal advantage. Like he's not gonna score if he was a little bit an inch backwards. You know.
The old rule was if you can see daylight between the players, you're offside. That's what it used to be. Just because someone's half and half, it just doesn't. It doesn't compute to me, and I think they need to look at the offside rule because there's teams out there being punished for the sake of millimeters being offside, and that's just wrong.
Well, I agree with you in that sense. I mean, it's. But it is the law. But however, my point is, I want to see if he really was offside because with I don't know.
When they drew the lines,
millimeters,
it was his foot. Like say the front part of his toes, if you like, were just encroaching. But I've just read in the chat there. Apparently, when the American channels drew the lines, he was onside. So yeah, I mean, there's a part of Steve. For me, I think when they bring this automated offside rule into the Premier League and then obviously into the cup games, I think it's going to make it a lot better, and it's going to stop these type of decisions going. Because to me, to the naked eye, he looked onside to me. It looked like the perfect timing of the ball.
Yeah. And by the way, Batman could have been man of the match as well.
Easy. Yeah, easy.
I mean,
that's what I said. There were so many good players tonight, and that's when it becomes, it's going to be a good game. When all of us can pick a different player. The lads went out there and played for each other. And just before I stop there, I've just listened quite quickly on Dan Burn having a bit of a chat in the background while I was trying to sort that out. And with Kieran Trippier, Dan Burn said, sometimes when the gaffer asks to go man for man, we know our job. And he said it makes it easier when you're playing a forward and you're playing in a system. Sometimes you're reliant on the players around you to block the passing channels and do other jobs for you. But we all knew our role today, and he says that's what made it easier for us. And then Trippier goes on, and they asked Trippier about obviously having the experience now, being in finals before. And Trippier said, "We've talked about this no end. We all know what to expect now." and now we've got there. So I thought that was a really nice touch from Trippier, saying before in the previous final there was a lot of players that had never been to a final. Now it looks like a lot of the lads there have actually been there, and they've got players around them for the players that haven't been to support them going forward.
Let me go with Bruno Guimaraes from the stadium.
Hi guys, thank you for the support today. You made a big difference for us. Like I said yesterday, we need an atmosphere like that, and you deliver it. You deserve it. Here we go, another final. Hopefully we can get this one. Thank you very much. We are very happy. Love you. Hi guys, thank you for the support.
Lovely.
That's the one.
Do you think with because of the fact that the team hasn't been changed, we haven't had a lot of new signings, that the players that are going to be playing have probably played in the last cup final, so they'll still have that hurt there over losing.
Right,
So it might help them motivate them and push them forward.
There was quite a few players in that side though, Boki, 2 years ago that aren't even in the squad at all now. They've been moved on. So there is a lot of new faces. I mean, I remember Richie playing in that one.
He did. But there's a bit of a core to say that the same.
You're absolutely right. But I think what we've got now, if I'm honest with you, not only have we got core players that have actually had experience in English Cup finals, we've actually got European players that have played at the highest level as well. And I look at the likes of Tonali's experience and his dogginess to win that ball in the middle of the park. And like I said, you paid £100 million for Rice, for Declan Rice, Arsenal did. How much would you get for Tonali as he is at the minute? And you know what really surprises me? If you look at SofaScore, he got 6.6 something. And, it surprises me when these guys put a rating against a player.
Clueless.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody was above 7, certainly, in my opinion.
Easy.
By the way, even Dubravka with a save in a 1-0 score still, with a really, really good save, and immediately, or was it 1-0 after 1-0, or was it before?
No, we were 1-0 up, and he got down to the middle. And he got that toe poke, which was, like I say, come through a couple of bodies as well. So did a great reaction save.
And immediately the fans, knew what to do. The Martin Dubravka chant, so it's an all around great performance. That's why Tiger is quiet, because he ain't got nothing else to say. But that's good though. But that's good, man. That's good. At least you know. And Newcastle United posting the culprit. The culprit. What's the culprit tonight? The ball. The Carabao ball, man. It's too small and too big.
It doesn't fly right.
It doesn't fly right, baby. But you didn't shoot one, so I mean, it wouldn't matter anyway. Man.
Chris, can I say one thing? It was regarding Sky Sports, the pre-match build-up, and all they talk about is like Isak. I just find it a bit insulting for the rest of the team. Like, why are they not concentrating on like Tonali or Bruno or Murphy? It's like every time we're on Sky Sports, it's Isak this, Isak that. Like, I feel like the media don't give other players props, and like I think it's shocking, man, from them.
Well, I mean, they certainly have something going on with Isak and leaving Newcastle, certainly. But I mean, Isak is one of our important players, so But also there are other ones. So I do agree.
They always tend to talk about the strikers before they talk to most other players, don't they? Because they're the man at the front. They're the ones that as they always say, they're the ones that win the games. Back in the past. But like these days, there's more than one player in a team.
But isn't
the strikers the main man?
Yeah, no, you're right. But I was just looking at a comment by Two Nuts and Dubravka deserves to be in the final. Isn't that crazy that he could have just left? He could have left, and and then now he's got a chance to go in the final, maybe potentially winning it
again.
Well, obviously he got a chance to go, but now we're gonna have a proper goalkeeper at goal. You know what I mean? Because with all due respect to Karius, he looks good, but he ain't that good. So as goalkeeper. So to be fair, I don't think he had if I'm not mistaken, he didn't have a bad game per se, but in the final against Man U. But at the end of the day, we're going to have a good goalkeeper now. I think we got the best team, a better team since then. We got to the final then,
Yeah,
but
it's a better team than that one.
yeah, even with Isak being on the same team.
I think with Dubravka, I reckon we can try and keep hold of him. And I think at the moment, I'd rather get rid of Pope.
Yeah.
Get rid of Pope, get rid of the Greek fella in the summer, keep Dubravka, get Trafford in, groom Trafford up to take over from Dubravka, and then when Dubravka goes off, Trafford's second keeper, and then we bring someone else in then to back up Trafford.
But do you think Trafford's going to take us to the next level, though?
Well, I mean, nobody knows, I guess, but
he's a young keeper still, isn't he? He's a good keeper. As you said, your keeper's only as good as your defence. Your defence has got to be as good as the keeper.
Still, he's not proven though. So I mean, I don't think so. I wouldn't go and gamble on
But
him.
if not, who else you going to bring in?
How to keep Dubravka? Well, we got to go somewhere. Where we got to go?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, how long has Dubravka got? How old is he?
36.
That's what I'm saying. So
but there's loads of keepers abroad though, so we have to look there.
Yeah, if they can want to, it's the money then, isn't it? If you've got to pick someone up that's good, and you've got to pay for him. I know keepers don't cost as much as other players, but if we want a quality keeper, we've got to be looking for someone that's going to be worth going for.
What's it? Kelleher from Liverpool. I'd rather have him than Trafford.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah,
because
I would
more proven than Trafford, but
yeah.
Well,
but it's just getting someone in.
What's his name?
Mamardashvili.
They've signed him anyway, haven't they?
Yeah.
Liverpool.
What's it? That Porto keeper, Diogo Costa. I think he's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
no, but Liverpool signed that keeper we were after before.
Yeah, that Mamardashvili, wasn't it?
He would have been perfect.
He's coming next season instead of Alisson, so maybe Alisson's number 2 unless Alisson's sold.
Well, I think he was already told by Jurgen Klopp when Jurgen Klopp left. If Kelleher wants to prove himself and be number 1, he has to move away from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Warren Barton, who was born Arsenal fan, by the way, and he's saying we're going to Wembley, boss. That's man, isn't it crazy? Man, that's making me choke on my beer, man.
Do you reckon Eddie may be the next statue outside the ground?
Fucking hell. He certainly. Bobby Robson.
You'd have to win. I think we'd have to win the league first.
No. Winning the cup.
I don't think the Carabao Cup would be enough to put a statue. I think you'd have to win the league to get a statue.
Well, I mean,
Bobby didn't win anything really. I mean, not being nasty about him, but
no, I know, but Bobby,
man, he's a legend as a manager overall, wasn't he? Not just for
manager, but
I'm surprised Keegan hasn't got a statue.
Well, because he's a true Geordie, isn't he? I think because he is a Geordie, like Robson, isn't he? So
Keegan refused one. He was
Keegan is a bit, well, maybe not rare. I mean, I don't know, but he is different in that situation. I mean, he declined
going 3.5 seasons as well.
But teams really don't put statues of 2 managers, though, do they? They just put 1 manager that's associated with the club.
I mean, you put as many as it deserves, man. If they deserve.
I don't know, man.
I think Kevin Keegan deserves a statue. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Because
Keegan's never been one to big himself up, though. He's always been one. Does the job done.
He's been asked to go to the stadium. He just doesn't want to go. He doesn't. He doesn't want to. It's not his thing. I think he even mentioned that it doesn't want to overshadow what Eddie and the guys are doing. So I mean, it's a personal thing, but he definitely deserves something.
Well, I spoke to Kevin. Like I said, 10 years ago. This month. Yeah. And his words to me were, I love Newcastle United through and through. I love the people. I love the club. He just said that the owners at the time after what happened, he would said he'd never set foot back in the ground until everything was sorted out. But as he said, he'll always love the team no matter what, and he'll be back one day. Maybe not as manager, not whatever, but he will be there at some point. But he doesn't want to be, as you said, he doesn't want all the limelight. He just wants to come, do whatever, and go home.
Yeah.
You know.
It's everybody's got their.
I think if we get the new stadium, a stand should be named after Kevin Keegan.
No doubt.
For sure.
I've just sent you something, Chris, that I think you'll enjoy.
Because of
the start of the game.
I can't play the music. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
CDC doesn't.
Have you seen it?
I see it. I'm looking at it though. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Well, we can play it certainly. Not with the music, but we can play it. That's the beginning of the game. I love the black and white stripes all across.
Yeah, it's fabulous, wasn't it?
That was great. I mean, I think the club also knew what they needed to do, and the fans wore flags, and every fan out there got the job done. Certainly, they got the job done.
Yeah, the atmosphere tonight was like the PSG game. It was outstanding.
Yeah. That certainly was. So
I wish we could play Arsenal every week. That would be good.
So do I, mate. So do I.
3 games against them and they haven't scored.
They just look an average side against us. I don't know what it is.
It's like us against Bournemouth, Gary, isn't it? Like,
yeah, absolutely, mate. That is spot on.
Look average against us.
It was City against Arsenal.
Crazy.
All right, and look,
getting roughed up. That's what it is.
We gotta go. But it's been lovely. Obviously, we're in the final once again. Up the tune.
It's a better final than the last one, I think.
And I think we got a better squad. We definitely got a better squad than we did at the time 2 years ago. And the fact that we're going to the final for twice in a year, it's just shaping onto what Newcastle are doing. Things are changing in Newcastle, nevertheless, because only in the late '90s this happened with Dalglish and Hullet. It wasn't even this. You can say the 2 different managers in such a short amount of time. It almost feels like things aren't going well. And when we talked about the former players, we talked about Warren Barton. We talked to them. They said, they didn't really like Dalglish, and definitely Alan Shearer didn't. So it wasn't the same. This is different because it looks like the players are with the manager, and we got a better squad. We can only hope and dream, but hopefully we're going to get there. And if we play Tottenham, I think we got better chances. So we'll see tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a watch-along, a Rivals watch-along. So stay tuned, more than likely. So we always got Gary to come on and do the commentary.
Chris, can I say one last thing? I was actually waiting for Wynn to come on. I just want to say,
he's hiding, man.
Make sure he doesn't go to Wembley because we lose if he goes to Wembley.
I think he's going to stick it up.
Look him up.
Make sure he stays in Newcastle that day.
Are you going to be around if we come down to London?
Yeah. If I'm not busy that day, I'll come to Wembley.
Well, I'm not sure we're going to get tickets, mate. Because, like I say,
even the box park, whatever. So
even the players were just talking about getting tickets and stuff like that. How difficult it was 2 years ago. So, but I mean, we could always go to that pub. But anyway, we could organise something a bit later on. But all I'm going to do now is wave the scarf, mate.
Oh, there we go, man. We're going to Wembley.
Come on.
There you go.
Proper.
Hey, proper, man.
Come on.
Lovely stuff. We will see you on the next one. Maybe tomorrow. We kind of faintly talked about it as well. But Gary's gonna be a busy man if anything, because if I do another full analysis and review on this match, it would be great. I'm sure the Mighty Win would love to be there because he wasn't here tonight. So we might do that, but also the Spurs match. When is that time? Same time?
8 o'clock, yeah. It'll be 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, well, that could be nice as well to do because we got to see.
I need to get out of this.
Yeah, I think it could be more relaxed, that one, though, you know what I mean? Rather than the full watch. It'll just be a watch-along and commenting. And obviously Spurs have got some new players, haven't they?
Bro, we got to go, man. You're showing up late.
Fucking hell, look who's here.
We gotta go, man.
Tell me, mommy, ma, we won't be home for tea. We're going to Wembley. Finally, I get a drink after the match.
I think you've had enough before the match.
You never have enough, Gary. Never have enough.
By the way, did anyone get the prediction spot on?
One person I saw on the list, tournament list.
1-0
on
hours.
WhatsApp.
I said we don't know it. Hey, Alexander says it louder, for fuck's sake. Tell me, mommy, ma, we won't be home.
We're going to Wembley.
Tell me, mommy, ma.
Woo! I can't shout, guys. I've got my kids next door.
Up the tune, man.
Pulling me scarf through my earplug. What a day, what a night. What a tune.
It's going to be like Van Gogh.
I'm not Amri. I mean, well, Amri could do as well.
What's he got to say for himself?
He's waiting on you, man.
Oh,
well, I'm here now. Come on, then.
I'm happy that we're in the final. But I just said to the guys before you came on, just make sure you're in Newcastle that day because you're going to jinx us and we're going to lose the final. So make sure you stay in Newcastle that day, mate.
You have your wish because I'm staying.
He's giving it to Amri. He's getting the sticker.
Come on. Yes,
that's right, baby.
Yeah.
That's right.
Who won the poll, Chris, before we decide?
I'm going to see if me staying away will stop the jinx. I've been there 7 times with a tune and 7 times we've lost.
7 times? What are you talking about 7 times, man?
I've been there 7 times with a tune.
7 times? I don't remember we went to the Cup in the, Man City. Yeah,
74, 76,
yeah,
89, 93 finals, and Chelsea and Man U semi-finals.
Yeah, in Arsenal.
Arsenal when we got beat, aye.
Yeah, exactly. Man of the match for this show. Man of the match for this show is going to 51%. Kieran Trippier.
No, I've got no Trippier or Burn for me.
Burn.
Oh, shock!
Oh, get out of here, man.
Trippier or Burn.
Wait till the players for Burn. Well, that's right, but he ain't gonna get it.
By the way, what a tactical master stroke by Mr. Howe.
Oh, it is
finally learning.
Joaquin, man.
I'm watching the game. What the hell's going on? Yeah, you had because Burn and Shea were just constantly up on the Arsenal box. I'm saying, what the bloody hell's going on here? But the point was, it was working. It was working at us. My God, I don't know what this plan is. I couldn't suss it out, and then I kind of twigged.
Better than Pep win.
Well, I think he must have given them a man marking job because Shea was just like a shadow on Rice.
Well,
so it wasn't kind of 3 at the back not as we know it, Jim. Not as we know it.
It was very fluid.
A lot of the over 50-year-old guys in the chat were a bit emotional on the situation, and something that made me emotional. Now that I got it up here, I gotta show it to you, old man. And it is Warren Barton telling Bobby Robson, "We're going to Wembley, boss." Man, I get choked up every time I read it, man. I'm telling you,
it's super.
Was Warren Barton there? Was he?
No, I don't think so. But he can get. You can just Google the statue picture, man.
Oh, right, I got you.
I was gonna cry and you bust my bubble, man.
We're going there, boss.
We're going there, boss.
He's a boy. We've got another Bobby Robson, potential Bobby Watson now. Bobby Robson now.
Bobby Watson, what? But don't. You definitely need to cry because you were petitioning, getting signatures to get Bobby.
The crowd, by the way, today, the crowd were absolutely magnificent today.
Were proper tonight, man.
I'm telling you, from start to finish, and it wasn't. Excuse me.
And not by you,
it wasn't just the Gallagher.
It
It was the whole stadium.
I can tell.
It was the whole stadium.
I can tell.
Guys, I gotta go. So,
blame
take
the
care.
ball, Arteta. Blame the ball.
We'll see you in the-
Take care, mate. Take care, yeah?
Yeah.
See
Well,
you, Tigers.
Are you in, Tiger? I see you later, matey. Is this the
See you on the next match, Sunshine. I'll see you guys. Take care. Bye.
All right, mate.
See you, buddy.
Later, mate.
See you, mate.
All right. So, well, I mean, last final thoughts.
But Andy trying to get in there, I think.
No, he's out now. Oh, actually, let me see. We got to finalize Mighty Win. We probably have a full review tomorrow, so you can go funny around. I mean, it's supposed to be a proper review. I don't think you don't deserve to be there, to be honest, because you're gonna be.
I don't mind going out on the piss.
So it's tomorrow at 2 p.m. anyway. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Maybe. I don't know, Gary. You tell me if you want to do it. So.
I mean, I've got an appointment at 8:10 in the morning, which is going to take a few hours. But I mean, I should be back for 2 o'clock.
Yeah, and then we got the hate along.
Yeah, let's do it because I'll be. Listen, when Isaac's goal was given offside, I zoomed down to the concourse, watched the replay, and he looked 2 yards onside to me. And so I just ran back up to the seats and said, "Oh, it's neat, but you know, VAR looking at it, but he's 2 yards onside." What the hell happened there?
I don't know. Yeah. I thought it was onside too. I said we need to look at that.
When they drew the lines, it was like literally his toes that were just in front. That's how they drew the lines. It was crazy. But Chris, can I just ask you, mate, before I go, if we're doing the watch along tomorrow night and we usually come on at 7, why don't we do 7 till 8 as a tactical look at the game and then watch the match afterwards?
Well, it's got to be different shows, though. You know.
Oh, right. You want it as different shows? Okay.
Yeah, because so people can watch it, in the rewatch. People won't care about Tottenham, Liverpool.
No, that's fair enough.
Out there. But we'll get it sorted. Listen, we got to go. Thank you, everybody. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Been amazing. And
have you had any stuff through from Amrit yet?
I'll be waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. And by the way, stay tuned for the videos. Eddie Howe's comments, players' comments, reactions, and also fans from outside St. James's Park. It's going to be amazing. So stay tuned for that. As for now, thank you for your support. Highway the tune, ladies and gentlemen.
Highway the lads. What you got your passport out for, Roy? You coming over?
Yeah, that's a tune passport, man.
I get a ticket. I'm coming. I'm probably coming anyway. Let's see.
Yeah, I was going to say. You better come.
I need to wipe this bit out.